Congratulations on making the decision to buy a house. But how much do you want to spend on this house? Sometimes when emotions get involved, people make some rash decisions, sometimes they're bad decisions, so you want to be careful and don't overspend on a house before you start looking. When you finally do buy this house, you're committing to a monthly mortgage payment. So before you even start looking, you want to sit down with a lender, go over a budget so you can come up with what you feel comfortable spending each month. Hi, I'm Naglich, also known as the smooth skating agent here in Vegas with Realty One Group. And on this video, we're going to go over what the costs are associated with buying a house so you have a better idea of what that monthly payment will look like once you actually purchase a house. The first place we need to start is going over all the different monthly payments you'll have associated with this house that you buy. Going over all these payments and breaking them down will give you a good idea of what you'll actually be paying each month for the house you purchase. My advice is to work the numbers backwards and come up with a number that you feel comfortable with. Once you have this number, then you could come up with a mortgage payment that you feel comfortable with, and you can kind of come up with a budget as far as how much you want to spend on this house, and then you should start looking at houses in that budget. The largest housing payment you'll have will be your mortgage payment to the bank. This is going to be the principal and interest on your loan. Usually they're for 30 years, but it's going to be the majority of the time, it's going to be your biggest portion of your house payment. This will be a fixed amount based on the amount you borrow from the bank. A portion of it's going to be principal, the other portion is going to be interest. This goes to your bank each month, and as time goes on, your payoff on your loan goes down each month that you make a payment. So the longer you pay it off, the lower your payoff is going to be when you go to sell your house someday. The next monthly expense of homeownership is going to be your taxes. Everyone has them. You're going to be paying these no matter what. Usually it's worked into your mortgage, so you're not really going to know that you're paying them. They're just going to automatically get paid by your mortgage company, but it's another big factor when buying a house. So make sure you know what the annual taxes are, break it down into a monthly payment so you know how much that's going to be added to your mortgage payment each month. And very similar to taxes, you're going to have homeowner's insurance. And this is another thing that's usually paid for through your mortgage company. So basically what happens is your principal and interest gets paid, and then there's an escrow account. They collect money each month and they pay your taxes and homeowner's insurance when it comes due. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Roughly, I would say homeowner's insurance is anywhere from $50 to $75 a month here in Las Vegas, but it could vary. So definitely check with your insurance agent and see what that cost looks like as well. Another very popular cost here in Las Vegas is your HOA dues. They're not going to be part of your mortgage payment, but they are very common in Vegas. Most communities have them. Some have even 2 HOAs. The lowest you see in HOA payments probably $20 to $25 a month, and you could see them all the way up to $300 a month in some condos or some guard gated communities. So you definitely want to have your realtor check and see what that HOA payment's going to be before you look at the house, just so you have an idea of what the monthly payment will look like at the end. The last expense you might incur when buying a house is private mortgage insurance. If you're not putting 20% down, or you don't have at least 20% equity in the house, then you will have to pay private mortgage insurance. And this varies depending on your credit, depending on what the rates are at the time, but it's definitely something that you want to have into the budget if you're not putting 20% down, because it does affect the loan amount. The good thing is a lot of times it will fall off the loan after a certain amount of years, or you could always refinance your house and get that pushed off if you have enough equity in the house at the time of the refinance. Or sometimes you could just simply get an appraisal done, show you have the 20% equity, and it falls off then as well. But you definitely want to calculate for this if you're not putting 20% down. So those are a majority of the basic fixed cost of owning a house here in Las Vegas. There's some other ones to think about. If the house has a pool, you might be paying a pool guy, or landscaping if it has a lot of grass and a lot of trees that you're not going to maintain yourself. You obviously want to budget in the maintenance of the house. But for the most part, the items we went over in this video beforehand are going to be your majority of your fixed costs, because the last thing you want to do is look at a house, fall in love with it, and then realize, oh, the taxes are too high, the HOA is too high, and it's no longer in your price range. So definitely do your due diligence, check out these numbers before you view the house, and you should be in pretty good shape. I hope this video helped you a little bit determine what price range you want to be in. That way when you start searching for houses, you're actually looking for houses in your price range. I help people just like you buy real estate every day, so I would be happy to help you as well. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. Once again, I'm Naglich, the smooth skating agent with Realty One Group here in Las Vegas. Thanks again for watching another one of my videos.